Through the end of January of 2025, and January's numbers are not out yet. They take a few weeks in order for the numbers to be tabulated and to come out. I'm guessing that our unit sales in Metro Atlanta through the month of January 2025 will be up. When I say up, I mean up just a little bit. 3 to 5% over last year. The market was definitely active in January, probably a little more active than it was in January of 2024, less active than January of 2023. We still are seeing some softness in the condo and the townhome market, and you're probably listening thinking, what does he mean by we're seeing softness? Does that mean that the market is soft? No. What I'm saying is that there is more inventory. There's about 54% more condos and townhomes listed at the end of January of this year than there was at the end of January 2024. And so when you see that, the increases in many cases, as you see inventory grow to this amount, and we're getting somewhere around the 4 months worth of inventory, which is proceeding into the balanced market territory, generally you will see some softening of prices. You will see some prices actually decreasing, and we're not seeing that yet. Condos and townhomes are still appreciating at 4 and 5%, just a little less than the single family detached. And by the way, condos and townhomes for 4 or 5 years, and especially from 2011 all the way to 2014 or 15, they appreciated faster than single family detached homes. That's the ones that don't have anything next to it, above it, or below it. And so the market is softening a little bit in condos and townhomes. Now, it's not a bad time for a seller to sell a condo or a townhome, but it could be a little bit better time for a buyer to buy one. There could be more choices, and there could be more sellers who are willing to be flexible and to negotiate with you in good faith to find some terms that work for you and work for them. The market in 2024 all across the United States was at a 30-year low in terms of unit sales. And you're thinking, what does that mean? Well, 3 years ago in the United States, there were a little over 6 million units sold. Homes, townhomes, condos, new homes, a little over 6 million. This year, 2024, last year, 2024, there was a little over 4 million. So that is a 50% decrease in units sold over a 2-year period, which is really quite significant. What's the cause of it? The cause of it is interest rates. Interest rates went up because of inflation, and interest rates have slowed the market down. When you think about it, when a government or a country like the United States experiences inflation, it's sort of the government's job to cool that inflation off so you don't have these hyper increasing prices. And if that's the definition of what the Federal Reserve should be doing, I would say that we could say the Federal Reserve has done that, because they have cooled inflation and they have cooled the real estate market. And as much as I would love to see the same number of closings going through the system now as there was a couple of years ago, it's not healthy. I mean, we would have years when we had 16 or 18% price increases, and that is simply unsustainable. You cannot do that. And the reality is, so many people in today's world, because of interest rates, are priced totally out of the housing market. And so my sincere hope is that we get inflation under control. Interest rates can come back down. I don't expect them to go down as low as they have been, 3%, lower than 3%. But man, if they could get into the high 4s or in the 5s somewhere, I think we'd be off to the races again. And so many more people could afford a home than people who can afford it at 7% interest. So still a good market for sellers, even better market for buyers in some cases. We're seeing increased inventory, which normally would be accompanied by prices starting to decrease ever so slightly, but we're not seeing prices decreasing. They're just increasing at a lower rate.